So I pre-booked my ticket for this one for 3 p.m. in a suburban Toronto with only 3 people inside the movie theater, including me. But it did not matter, I was ready, my expectations were sober, I wanted the movie wanted me, and the good time was had by all.
My name is George Washington.
For the most part, the film focuses on years 1753 and 54, when very young but extremely ambitious George Washington joins the Virginia militia and undertakes his several expeditions to the wild, at that time, Ohio country, one of them eventually starting the French and Indian War. I'll be honest, before going to the film, I knew little to none about these particular years of George Washington biography, especially the little details, and on that frontier, the film delivered to me everything I needed to know. I mean, of course, it's a dramatized biopic that should not be approached like a direct history lesson, and some things should be taken with a grain of salt, but the film definitely has everything going for it to ignite that first spark and give a nudge out of the door to anyone who is interested in this particular time in American history. I love when historical films can do that, but that's not even the best part. The film absolutely thrives on how meticulously it creates drama around Washington and develops his character. His thirst for knowledge, his intelligence, his tenacity in the face of rejection after failure. All of it, I think, is crafted with the utmost care and believability. It had more of an emotional impact on me than I expected it to. Those kind of qualities, they're not just reserved for the great leaders that are meant to leave their mark in history. Those are for everyone to use in our mundane lives with often pretty boring tasks. I mean, we all fail. We all got rejected, but we gotta get up and keep going. And I don't know if it's because I grew up myself lining up my toy soldiers and formations for hours and playing chess with my dad, but the 1943 flashback to Washington's childhood was near perfect for me. It was well needed, well written, and the kid who plays him there does a fantastic job going toe-to-toe with some mature actors in some pretty serious scenes. Same can be said literally about everyone from the supporting cast. From the big names, Ben Kingsley probably has the most screen time, but it doesn't make anyone else less memorable, especially the characters Washington has closer relationship with. Ironically, some of those lesser-known actors do more heavy lifting here than some of the big cameos. Now, let's talk about the lead, William Franklin Miller as young Washington. Great casting choice in my opinion. He comes off as open, stern, opinionated but not obnoxious, slightly naive but not ignorant, with a great charisma, and in general I think is very, very likable. He carried the film for me no problem. And I honestly rarely get impressed with modern generation actors these days. The production quality is great, maybe except some of the AI stuff that leaks through, and I personally never will be comfortable with that, especially if we're talking about the filmmaking as a real craft. Pretty much every scene is very well written, without that unnecessary fluff, which really helps overall dramatic pacing. And in general, I personally, now looking back, could not even expect anything less from the film that is dedicated and celebrating America's 250th. And it had me almost at 100% immersion, just almost. But there were a couple of moments when my eyebrow just went, what? I mean, hey, our new fort is kind of vulnerable among these trees. It's okay, there is no sign of French. Boom, next thing you know, French cannons roll out of the tree line. How did they get there? Through the branches, through the mud, without making any noise whatsoever. The most horrible and lazy scout would have noticed. And those who saw the film know what I'm about to say next. Why not build a slightly bigger raft? Tom Hanks did it. And he did it all by himself.
Are you sure? This is the fastest way home?
The ending scenes are more than epic, and of course they are an epiphany of patriotism, but I had no problem with that whatsoever. The dramatic build-up and the quality of the execution is delivered meticulously through the entirety of the film, and I think the film earns it fair and square to make that last hyper-patriotic punchline. If the same quality and precise storytelling can be used to tell other similar historical narratives, I'm game. I think every nation needs a film like that. and I might even rewatch it next time when I'm feeling down. Thank you so much for listening. Until the next one.